Little known big history. Option 664. The Synod of Whitby. In this film, I want to explain about an event called the Synod of Whitby, which had momentous consequences for British history, but which most people don't know about. This event occurred in 664 AD, 400 years before this. At that time, King Oswy was the major player in England. He ruled the Kingdom of Northumbria. He had direct or indirect control over most of the country, except Kent, and he'd even subdued some of Ireland and Scotland. Oswy decided that he and his people were going to become Christians. He had then to make a choice between whether it was going to be the Roman Catholic way or the Celtic way. He decided to call a synod of the two camps to decide the issue. It was to be hosted by Hilda, the Abbess of Whitby in Yorkshire. There aren't many clues as to what Whitby Abbey looked like at that time. The current ruined structure is 11th century. It would almost certainly have been a series of wooden buildings in an enclosure, in the same place as the current ruin, which is on the top of a cliff. Given the lack of evidence, I've had to use my imagination, but maybe it looks something like this. Each side chose its champions to go into debate. In the Celtic camp were the host Hilda, Bishop Colman of Lindisfarne, and Bishop Cedd of the East Saxons. In the Roman camp were Alfred, Oswy's son, Agilbert, Bishop of the West Saxons, and Wilfrid, Abbot of Ripon. Before the synod started, Oswy seemed to have more sympathy for the Celtic camp. As the debate got underway, he moved between the two sides. In the synod, Colman and Wilfrid did most of the talking for their respective sides. Most of the talk was about a couple of things which don't seem relevant to us today. One was, what was the exact date of Easter? The other one was the type of tonsures that monks should have. The Roman one looked like the one on the left here. The Celtic one looked like the one on the right here. But the debate was also about some bigger political things, about whether England should adopt a local, natural and mystical path, or a universal, Euro-focused and more authoritarian one with the Pope in charge. Oswy could see where the power was moving and came over to the Roman camp, who thus won the day. Before too long, the whole of England followed the lead and moved to Roman Catholicism. Even one of the Celtic representatives at Whitby, Bishop Cedd, eventually changed his mind and went to the Roman way. And when the Normans came, they were already Catholic, so no contest there. What would have happened if it had gone the other way? Well, we would have had seen less of these and more of these.